Hi everyone, welcome to ELI, the place where you get your daily dose of inspiration for entrepreneurship. And today we have with us Mr. Kirubakaran Reddy, founder of ExpertsHub, a industrial skill development center based out of Bangalore. Kiru is a graduate of Anna University and has been an entrepreneur since 2012. Hi Kiru, welcome to ELI.
Hi, Priya. It is great to be here actually. I'm Eli.
Kiru, I would request you to introduce yourself to our audience, please.
Yeah, this is Kirubakaran, founder and CEO of ExpertsHub. And we are currently doing skill development programs for engineering and MBA graduates across India. So till today, we have trained more than 1 lakh students across country on various emerging technologies and management areas. And we are coming up with new exciting stuffs after this. COVID lockdown is getting over or getting eased. So we are coming up with some exciting stuffs for students of engineering and MBA very soon. Maybe from January 2021, we're going to launch our new offerings to the graduates. So, and I have been into entrepreneurship since my college days. So I have started ExpertsHub during my first year of engineering. So I worked with some of the tech companies during my first year of engineering, and then I started with ExpertsHub. I firmly believe in the philosophy called learn by doing. So it is all about you execute and learn and iterate and then fail and then learn fast and then continuously improve upon that. So that is how I started during my college days and improved the ExpertsHub. And currently we can compete with even a global company to a quality what they are offering. So we could offer the quality of global company sitting in India actually. So that is how I have built it from scratch, and I have learned everything from doing it. So execute it, learn it, and then redo it, and then master it. So that is how I normally do it throughout my career. I have never been worked with any corporates or companies in my journey. It's all about entrepreneurship since I started my career. So it's about myself.
Okay. Uh, Kiru, uh, I would like to understand from the very beginning how you became an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Can you take us through your journey, like how it all started
Okay.
on your first day of entrepreneurship?
Okay. So I actually don't know the word entrepreneurship when when I started doing something. I think the business was something I know it. Okay, this is how the business work. It is you go to a shop, give them 10 rupees, you get a biscuits. So they have a margin on that, and I'm getting what I want, and he's selling so that he's making money out of that. So this is what I have been understanding from my childhood, and even without knowing this is a business I have started doing or selling some fancy erasers and pencils and all those stuff during my school days with my fellow students, that I purchase it for 3 rupees, and then I sell it like this is a very good nice product and worth like 5 rupees or 6 rupees. So I take that additional money and then do it. So that is how it all started, I feel. So that's where it all started, and then then during my middle school, 8th and 9th standard, and that time I used to do rent out CDs, movie CDs. That time CDs were popular, and I rent out movie CDs, and people can get that rents, and then use it and things like that. So that is how it all started. So I feel so. Then it becomes then I thought that okay, something I should do it of my own, because I am more of a person who wants to do something and then learn, whether it is going to be a failure or it's going to be a success. So, but I'm ready to ready to accept that and put an effort. And if it is a failure, it's a learning. If it is a success, that is also learning, in a success as well. So I just wanted to experiment. So because when I started, see, there is an advantage of starting early also. You have a lot of runway to go. You have a lot of fuel to burn actually, because you have an age. So you can keep exploring, keep experimenting, and you can fail, and then you can faster do it. Okay, so that is how it all started actually. Maybe in my childhood only it's get started, and during college days it's get to know it, because I am also learning, right? So throughout the schools and colleges, I also learning, so growing, and I understood that yes, we should. There is a company, there is a word like entrepreneurship, so I can actually do it. I have been unknowingly doing it. Now I can actually more structure form. I can do it and experiment and build a company or build a brand. So that is how it's all started with ExpertsHub actually, and this has been a very good a journey, I can say, in entrepreneurship. So yeah.
Okay. Now, I would like to also understand how Expert Hub was built over the years. Like, how did you find the team to execute it,
Yeah.
uh, and how were the initial
So
days?
it was actually, during my first year, maybe a first semester of engineering, I went to a workshop. So where, I felt that there was no value delivered during the workshop and stuff like that. So then I thought, like, the student should be trained by an expert, like subject matter expert. So that, see, what is lagging in India, it's mainly like, because there are many institutions, but the industry connects. So everybody is studying for, getting a good career or forming a good career. It can be either you go and work for a firm or you start up your own. But both of these require certain set of skills, right? So that can be that should be acquired from the college. So that is a meaning that everybody goes to college and study and things like that. But I felt there is a there is a gap between the what is the industry need and what is the academy is providing. So that is where I went to a workshop. Okay, I'm not getting something for myself because I'm always search for something new to learn and something new to gain and stuff like that. So that's how I went, and I attended a program, but there also I'm not getting much of it because it's not been properly arranged. Not industry expert is not coming and training. So I thought, there is a gap. Okay, so if you're able to bring good subject matter experts and train the students and give them experiential knowledge, so obviously students are willing to pay for that, because I have seen that workshop which I attended was having like 900 people. Okay, so all the people are sitting in a one hall and then they were delivering a program. So it is like, so I have seen that, oh, these many people are interested in getting this kind of a thing, but not quality the program is being delivered. So that is what I felt. Then I thought, okay, I should be doing this, but I don't have a exposure or experience of no doing that actually. So then what I thought is that why not we will go and work with the same company. Then I approached the same company, and then I asked them that I will arrange a workshops for you in South India, things like that. So that is how it all started, and I worked with them as an associate for quite some 6 to 7 months of time. Then I understood, okay, this is how the model is, and this is how we have to structurally create a brochure or a website and things like that. So then I started building a website, and through my college colleagues. So I have built a small website in a WordPress, and I only started doing a jugaad of, like, finding website and stuff like that. So then I found a person who was building a website for me, and then it all get started like that. It was get started like an half a day workshop. Say, because I started with the workshop, so I wanted to just organize a workshop. Okay, bring one industry expert. He will deliver the sessions to the students in a more hands-on approach. So it all started like that. So then eventually, like, what is a growth plan? Because whenever you are starting something, it is also a brand you are starting, which will reach out to many people. At the same time, how do you actually grow? Like, there should be a three thing we should keep in mind whenever you are starting up something, right? That means whether you are having a right customer or not. One thing, like, are you having a customer for your services or a product? So second thing is, are your business model is sustainable? Are this business model is sustainable for a long time? So, and are you having a growth plan? Like, are there a growth is possible in this particular business model? Like today, the very first workshop, I have trained 100 people, and now we are training about 10,000 people in a year. So obviously, the 10,000 can become 1 lakh also. So there is a growth is possible in this. So these three things I kept in mind and started building that from the beginning. So, and I also thought I was studying automobile engineering. So, experts and hub. So, hub is like a wheel hub or something, where it is a center point of all these things, right? So, I thought of coming up with a name like Experts Hub, and that also suited well, and the people also liked it. Experts Hub. Okay, experts are coming and training the students and making them employable or industry ready. So that is then I built a brand around that. So this is how it started actually.
Okay, that is great to know. Kiru, since you work with so many students and
Yes.
you have a fair sense of our education system
Yeah.
as well as the output of such systems, the graduate of our
Yeah.
country, I'd like to ask you this question: what portion of the graduate coming out every
Yeah.
year have a bent of entrepreneurship in them? Um,
Yeah. So I see, and also I felt that maybe entrepreneurship has to be a grassroots level change that has to happen. So people are, India requires this mass entrepreneurship movement where a lot of people gets to understand about, everybody thinks that entrepreneurship is it's a tough job, or maybe building a business is a tough, or maybe we cannot build it without a capital. Money is required if you wanted to build a good businesses and things like that. There are a lot of misconceptions among the people that has to be fundamentally cleared off. So if I see, I have been working with a lot of, you can say 18 plus age group most of my career. So they're all engineering graduates. They're all studying engineering and all. So that those kind of, so very minimal people I found to be entrepreneurial. So during our, because our program is also very much focused on preparing them for a career. So rather than and we also actually recent years, last 3 years, we have started incorporating some of the tools like business model canvas, like value proposition canvas in all of our programs. So whether they want or don't want, we are incorporating them. So we are making them understand that you are an engineer. Why the company is hiring you? Because they have a problem to solve. And how so you have a skill, so they are hiring you so that they are paying you to solve the problem of customers. So why can't you solve the problem of customer and then build a business model around it? So that is what we are also empowering them right now. And recently also one of the a graduate of our program, and he messaged us saying that that lean model canvas has been very much good for me, or the business model, the tools whichever you taught to me, and that motivated me to start some business. So there are a lot of students. Maybe we have trained more than 1 lakh students, and out of which I can say maybe some 100 or 200 entrepreneurs might have come out from the programs. But that is a less number compared to the people we have trained. So, and we are also, fundamentally that the fear of failure, or maybe the fear to try out something new, or maybe the right guidance or a mentoring is lagging among the students. If that these fundamental traits or the skills can be given to them in the early, in a school time period, so that is going to be a massive change, and mass entrepreneurship, or mass entrepreneurs can be produced. Because entrepreneurship is not about, it has to be inbuilt and all those stuff. It has to come from an experience. You do keep on doing something, and I think students are very good for that, because see, in India till 22 or 23, you don't have to worry about eating or staying, or funding yourself, because your father or your parents are taking care of that. So you don't have that fear of failure. People should not have that fear of failure actually. So because they are already having this till 22, if something they are trying out since 16 years of age till 22, and something is clicking up, and they will be setting their path for entrepreneurship, and they might create a lot of jobs as well throughout their journey. So that has to be changed fundamentally from the ground level, rather than from the college level. But college level also people will have take a decision, and we can give them right tools and right mentoring. Like maybe ELI kind of a platform is giving that to them, sharing them, like, you can also do it. Because I have started business with a zero investment. I was not having any money to invest, but I have made a turnover of more than 15, 20 crore rupees till today. So it's not about you need to invest 10 crore and then you need to invest 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs to build crores and rupees of business. It's not like that. So there are businesses which is capital intensive. There are businesses which you can start. There are service based businesses which you can start with a zero cost as well. So that guidance and the mentorship is required for the young generation to actually come into entrepreneurship. That is what I feel. Yeah, about this generation of students. Even this generation of students takes that extra effort to do it, but overall, it is like the parenting also. I'm feeling like that is also a disadvantage. At some point, it is an advantage. Like these people, the parents are nowadays giving everything to their child, saying that you do this, and I'm giving you everything. They are actually stopping their child to do something and learn. So that is also another change should happen actually among the parents as well. Like that will actually motivate their children to try out something new and fail actually, fail or success or failure. But they should taste both of it. Then only they will be able to do something better. Yeah.
Okay. Kiru, being an entrepreneur, I would like to know what are the challenges you have faced so far while building and growing your
Yeah.
ventures?
Okay. So see the challenges. Every if you are going and working in a job, also there are challenges, right? So it is like entrepreneurs are actually born to tackle challenges. You can say there will be a lot of challenges will come because I started an education company while I was in college. So people went to any college or something, people will say that, oh, you are a student, how you are actually started doing this company. But our objective, the core USP of our company is bringing industry experts and training the students. So nowhere, as a student, I went and trained anybody. When right now I'm training people because I have that exposure and experience of last 10 years. So I can train right now. But so we strongly believe in that the person who has a subject matter expert will only train. So that was a challenge I faced in earlier stages. So to reaching out. So I normally close most of the deals over a call without seeing a person because you are so young and how you are doing this and all those stuff. So then once I crack a deal and I'll go directly and then explain them so they will understand. Oh, okay, you are doing this good and all those stuff. So that is one challenge is there like the starting early actually. People should believe and support and stuff like that. I think that is now growing. That is now actually changing. And earlier stage it was 2014, 13, 12 and all. It was difficult. The adoption from the people also is not good because they will start judging you, whether you are good in this, how you can do this, are you able to do all those stuff and things like that. But now I think that is getting reduced among the society also. And I also faced a challenge that I am a first generation entrepreneur. So my father or mother or nobody is they're all like employees or working for some companies and all this stuff. So they also told me that no, you should get a stable income and stuff like that. So then I was in a dilemma should I go pursue the ExpertsHub after graduation or should I go for working in a company. So then it's all about a gut feeling. You should take a decision that yes, this is what is going to be mine. I will put my heart and soul to it and 100% effort so that I will be able to achieve something out of it and I will be building something great. So that is what I kept in mind and keep on working on it. And it is growing right now. In another 20 years or 30 years, runway is there also for ExpertsHub. If I wanted to keep doing something, I can keep doing something in ExpertsHub till I die as well. So I can keep evolving my business model. I can keep finding out new opportunities and then executing it. And it is all and other thing also it is all about finding a team. Also, it's a crucial part to execution actually, because up to certain point I was also facing a challenge related to a growth, how I will scale up Okay, I scaled up to a 10,000, but it's not how I will scale up to 1 lakh students, or how I will scale up to a 10 lakh or 1 million students, how I will go to countries other than India. So these are some challenges I'm facing now as well. So now we have actually come up with certain strategies and new business models to reach out to a larger audience. So we wanted to go in a growth stage. In the next 3 years, last 10 years we have trained 1 lakh. Next 3 years, now we are projecting to train 5 lakh students. So that is how we have to. The challenges will come, but understanding the market, even the COVID has come up, and that also disrupted a tech industry, and a lot of people are coming up and starting their own and started teaching something. So these are all challenges. Under that, how we are going to project your brand, your portfolio or milestone, what you had last over a period of time, and then get it done. So that is what challenges will be there throughout the thing, and we should find the right solution and keep on. This is a kind of a continuous improvement. So do it and improve it, and keep on doing it. And at one point of time, it will get one of your product will get services will get success. So that will actually generate you a value for what you have waited for. Maybe I have waited for 4 years, and then at only 1 year I have actually got a sudden growth. No, this is all about timing. Now tech has a good timing as well. So if you offer a quality service and if your customers are happy about it, definitely, whatever the challenges you face, you love solving all those stuff.
Okay. Kiru, it has been a wonderful session. One
Yeah.
last question that I have for you.
Yeah.
How do you suggest a young person to start as an entrepreneur?
Okay. So what I suggest is, so keep three things in mind. Okay. So that means, do you have a paying customer? Okay, a people who is ready to pay for your service or a product. Do you have that? So that you should keep in mind. First thing. Second thing is, how I will reach out to my customers. What are the channels? How do I get the customers on board? How do I get my first customer? Okay, so how do I package the product in such a way that I am better than my competitors? So that you should keep in mind. Third thing is, how I will grow. Maybe I got first 10 customers. How I will get next 100 customers. How I will get. Always keep that growth plan in your mind, so that you will keep. Once you get 100 customers, I'll have to reach right now 1,000 customers. How I will reach. So this thing you should keep in mind. So it's all about finding the right, or giving the right product or service to the customers who will be willing to pay for it, and whether this business will be sustainable. Will I be able to make sustainable business? That means I'm charging them something, and I'm spending something, and I'm earning profit. See, entrepreneur is all about creating or packaging a product or a service for a profit. Okay, so you'll have to decide on that. That's the second thing. Third thing is a growth. Do I have a growth? Do I have a 10-year long plan? Do I have a 15-year long plan? Will I be able to survive with this company for a 10-year or 15-year? You should not think about short term. I will do it for 1 year or 2 year, and then it isn't. So see, great things take times to build. So that you should keep in mind. So you should always keep 10 or 15 years of timeline, and then do it. And one more thing is, start doing it. If you keep on saying that this is not there, that is not there, I cannot do it, and all those stuff, you don't know unless and until you execute and see. So start early. Start early. Start making mistakes. Start offering, decent product, and that will become a wonderful product in over a period of time. So that is what I wanted to say. You should start somewhere. You should not talk about just entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is more about doing it, executing it. So it has to come with an execution. So before execution, you should have this product market fit. If you wanted to put it into a terminology like product market fit, and you should have a sustainability, and you should have a growth plan. And a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to start this. There are so many people are already doing this. There is already Udemy, Udacity. A lot of companies are there. Why should I ExpertsHub does it? A lot of people will think that, oh, so many people are already doing it. If I'm doing it, I will not be surviving. So that is also not right thing. So if you are able to build something better, faster and cheaper than your competitor, definitely you have a market share for you. Okay. So you should be better, you should be faster, and you should be cheaper than your competitor, and definitely you will get a market share if so many competition is there as well. So that is what I just wanted to share. So start early, start execution. So entrepreneurship is nothing but execution. So that's the thing.
Okay. Well, I must say it was a great pleasure to host you, and our
This
audience
pleasure is mine.
would have a lot of learnings from this session.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Kiru, and our best wishes for your venture.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this opportunity. Thanks, Entrepreneurship Launch of India, for giving me this a platform to share my experience. So if in future also, like if there is anything, I always willing to guide and mentor young entrepreneurs, because I have been one in the early stages. So hopefully this video have given them some kind of a life lessons, to motivation to start them early. So that's what. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Listeners, you can follow and connect with Kirubakaran on LinkedIn by typing Kirubakaran Reddy. That is it for today's episode. We'll be back with another exciting entrepreneur. Stay tuned to ELI.